All right, we ready to get this ball rolling?
Yeah, let's do the thing.
All right, we got the 3-camera setup here.
Yes.
All right. Good old 3-camera.
The 3-cam.
3-cam.
3-cam. There we go. Look at that.
Sweet.
Sweet transition. Hi, everybody. Welcome to some Nerd Radio. It's fun.
And then Chuck forgets the name of the show.
Shut up, Al. Welcome to this week's Nerd Radio.
It's already broken. I love it.
XP. This isn't the podcast. I'm just saying hi to the Twitch streamers. I'm saying hi.
Oh, they know it's broken
Chris Berg.
too.
Yeah, so you know.
It's to Chris. Hey, Chris.
Yes, thanks for being here, Chris. Actually, I'm going to go alert my Discord.
Yeah, let people know.
Got a couple minutes to
We'll
spare,
hang out
right?
with you guys. We were just talking about broken headphones. That's why I'm using Nate's headphones and being very careful.
Yeah, I was going to say, let him know.
Very careful.
Should have said that off the stream. He might be watching right now.
Very careful. They, you remember last week we had that problem with that camera where it had it looked like the chat was in front of it?
Yeah.
I forgot to tell them that was going on. So when they streamed on Friday, Checkpoint AFK, that's Norris's chair, and Norris had it in front of me. They're like, "What's going on there?" I'm like, "Oh, good, that's happening to you guys too." And they're like, "You broke?" No, it was broke when we got here, man.
Always pointing fingers at us for breaking stuff.
I know. We're here for a couple hours on a Wednesday. We touched the minimal amount of stuff. We are not transmitting any viruses or anything. Just calm down, guys. Calm down.
Well, you canceled the music bed, so I'm not calm anymore. I'm not calm.
No,
I'm
you don't
freaking
have to-
out over here.
Comic books.
Checking to make sure that worked.
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Okay.
I mean,
Just sharing a link here.
All right.
All right, we'll wait for James to do that.
Trying to
Oh
get this
man,
a
I
few more
didn't
viewers.
post on social media.
I thought something was weird.
Nice job, Al.
Is anybody going to do their job?
Exactly.
Do we? What's something we're going to talk about, Chuck? That I guess the Twitch can.
We're going to talk about Doctor Who.
All right.
We're going to talk about Star Trek Picard. I have in my notes, will Patrick Stewart say fuck?
Oh.
I hope so. Does he ever? Well, let's save it for the conversation. All right. Link is shared.
Where'd my window go? There's my window.
What the fuck?
Yeah, right over there.
Trying to tag Checkpoint on the Facebook and it won't let me. Dude, tagging on a fan page on Facebook,
It's hard.
it sucks.
Yeah.
And there are times when I know for James is the one I have the most trouble tagging.
Right.
And I know I can put in exactly who the F is JC
And it'll never
is.
pop up.
It will once in a while, never had an issue, and then all of a sudden it just stopped connecting.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
have issues with Nerd Radio. I have issues. Al, do you have a page?
I do, yeah.
Trying to get the Al Beck page
Yeah.
tagged. Like,
Right.
Facebook is stupid. It's so stupid.
Dude, if our job didn't partially,
Yep.
utilize
I know
Require-
exactly what you're gonna say. I wouldn't be on it if we didn't have to do it for work.
Require a Facebook presence.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm on the platform whatsoever.
Yeah. And it's like, and the thing is, the funny thing too about Facebook knows that everyone hates them now, so they brand all of their other stuff. So it's like Instagram by Facebook,
Yep.
Yeah.
WhatsApp by Facebook, just so you know you're still using us.
Yep. Hey, you still Zuckerberg?
Live now on the Checkpoint XP Twitch channel.
Hit send.
Welcome to the new segment.
So I can
Al
do the
reads
thing.
his tweets.
While he's tweeting him in
Yes.
real time. What's up, Chris Berg, Detroit medic dude? Who the F is JC? How you doing?
Oh, hey. Love the show, guys.
Hey, cool.
Long time listener, first time chat responder.
Copy it for Twitter.
Twitter. For the Twitter in Boston.
Yeah, for the Twitter. Are you sure it's not Chicago?
What's up, Kay Hankert?
It's the same place.
Thanks for hanging out.
Just like Kansas City and Kansas. It's the same place.
All right.
Wristbands 34.
Wristbands
welcome.
34.
We're on Facebook. I don't know. You can, if you want, you can start it while I get the tweet.
Okay.
Comic Comic books, video games, anime, sci-fi. If you've been made fun of for it, we're probably going to talk about it.
One question. Is it too late to change the name?
Nerd Radio starts now.
That's dancing for the Twitch stream people.
I'm gonna put on a show.
Welcome, everybody, to Nerd Radio.
Send the man some tokens.
My name is Chuck B, and I'm joined by James and Al Beck.
God damn it!
I don't have any fancy intros for you this week. I blew them all in the last 3 weeks, and I couldn't find
You
any
blew
more.
your load.
I did.
The load of them.
Call yourself Future Camboy. Those dance moves. This would be the private dancer.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Am I even on camera right now?
Yeah, you are. You're just slightly off camera.
Yeah, it's not your faces.
My name is
Sweet.
Chuck B, and I'm joined
Is
by
it my good side?
Al Beck, who will not stop talking when I'm talking, and James for another week in Nerd Radio. You can find us on your social media at Nerd Radio 101, and you can find us on Checkpoint XP's Twitch stream Wednesday afternoons at 11 at
Checkpoint. Twitch.tv/CheckpointXP.
Thank you very much. Al, where can the people find us in Boston?
Rock929rocks.com.
Excellent.
You thought you were going to stump me because I'm still on Twitter.
I was just checking to see if you could multitask. So, yeah, we're here to talk about another week in nerd stuff, and I think it would be remiss if we didn't start with the Super Bowl, which is not typically a nerd thing, except
It's
for
like anti-nerd almost, I feel.
kind of, but
There's some pretty big sports fans that are nerds.
oh, for sure, yeah. You can't. All right, let me start that over. That sentence over. You can enjoy sports and be a nerd. It's not
True.
like these two things are mutually exclusive.
Mm.
However, the big thing for nerds during the Super Bowl is obviously the commercials, because that's when we get our trailers for the movies and the whatnot
Honestly,
coming out.
the
We get
only
our-
thing I pay attention to.
Yeah.
Trailers and your Bill Murrays.
Yes. What was that even? It was a car commercial.
It was a Jeep
that
commercial,
Yeah,
right?
where they redid Groundhog Day, and
Yeah.
that was hilarious to see. But we got a look at Black Widow, a trailer for that. We also got our first look at the 9th Fast and Furious movie with your boy John Cena,
Yeah.
the brother of
The brother of Vin Diesel. Yeah.
I
The more attractive, stronger, better looking older brother.
I would.
You know.
Am I the only one that doesn't see the family resemblance?
Mom slept around, had a couple different partners, had a couple different stepdads.
All right. I got another trailer for James Bond, No Time to Die, which was cool to see, especially if you're a huge James Bond fan.
Yeah, I
Never
saw.
has time to do anything.
There's an article up on the radio station website that it might be 3 hours long. This movie that is.
what
Sounds like he's got plenty of time to die then.
Yeah.
3
Dude.
hours? Oof.
Are you guys James Bond fans?
I unfortunately am not.
I'm hit or miss. I
Okay.
don't mind. Like GoldenEye, I can sit down and watch
Yeah.
that. I don't know why, for some reason, but that James Bond movie, I'm like enthralled with.
Yeah.
It might be because of the video game, but
Well, in our age range too, Pierce Brosnan is like our Bond, for
Yeah.
our generation, I guess. But I am a Bond fan. I have seen almost all of them. I love a lot of them.
what's your favorite James Bond flick?
Probably Goldfinger.
Okay.
Yeah, Goldfinger. Yeah.
I actually watched that movie and read the Cliff Notes in my senior year of high school to write a paper on that James Bond.
On Goldfinger?
Really?
Yeah. What
class was that for?
English. Was it Ian Fleming? Is he the author?
Ian
author?
Fleming. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was one of the authors on our list of people that you could read.
Okay.
And I'm the biggest procrastinator you'll ever meet.
So you didn't read it.
No. So it was like, this paper is due 2 days, in 2 days. And I was like, oh my God, I got to find something by Ian Fleming.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the James Bond guy? Well, hell. Hello, Goldfinger. Named after one of my favorite bands at the time.
Yeah.
Sure. Rented the movie, got the Cliff Notes, got a B-.
Hey, that's not too bad.
Not bad at all.
It's another great band that's on the Tony Hawk soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the one with Odd Job and Wussy Galore.
Yep.
And,
we used to get
Random Task.
so angry playing Goldfinger on the Nintendo 64 if you took Odd Job, because he was an entire head and shoulders smaller than everybody else.
GoldenEye.
Or GoldenEye. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, GoldenEye.
I was like, you playing the band on Nintendo 64?
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
kid you
I'm
not.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
He was so short.
he was
you know?
there was him, and then there was, who was the giant guy?
Jaws.
Yeah, and he was like, because you could aim at everybody's head except Jaws, you were hitting in the chest, and Odd Job you were missing completely, and it was always a problem.
Yeah, we'd actually eliminate. We would say amongst ourselves. If
Yeah,
you're gonna
nobody
play the
gets to
verse mode,
play-
You can't be Odd Job.
Nobody gets to be Odd
Yeah,
Job.
nobody's Odd Job.
Yeah.
Then my good friend would still smoke everybody. No
Am
matter
I
what.
He was
mixing
still
up?
great at it.
I might be mixing up names then. Odd Job's the little guy.
Yeah.
Little Asian guy. Yeah.
Oh well, because like the guy I'm thinking of, he throws the hat and everything.
That's
Yeah, it's
Odd
Odd
Job?
Job.
It is Odd Job? Okay, well, I'm thinking of the little
He's
guy.
dressed up like a bouncer.
Little.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you confusing him with the guy from Fantasy Island?
Yes.
Okay.
Who was also in a Bond movie.
Look, boss, the plane.
Yes, but he's in a Bond
but
movie.
he's not Odd Job. Odd Job
Okay.
is the Asian guy.
Okay, that's
with
who
the hat.
Odd Job is who I was
Yeah,
thinking of. Okay.
he's like a
just-
little teeny tiny like lethal assassin.
Okay, but he is shorter than. Okay, well, we're off to a great start.
Coming from the big James Bond fan.
And my
Hey,
favorite.
yeah,
movie.
remember
Well, that's why okay, so we are thinking of the same guy, but I
He's
was
trying
just,
to nerd flex on James Bond and he failed.
Yeah, you got it
Trying
all
to
out
nerd
last
flex
week.
again. Yeah. Stick to
All
Star.
the nerd
Stick to
flexing.
Star Trek.
yeah,
You're gonna flex those nerd muscles. Stick to Star Trek.
Odd Job's the one that throws his shoe, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's a random task.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Who throws a shoe?
Who throws his shoe? I mean, really?
Anyway, clearly, as a fan of James Bond, 3 hours is too much. It's the point I was trying to get to.
Okay, I got you.
We talk about wrestling all the time. Clearly, as a fan of wrestling, WrestleMania is too much. 4 hours is too much.
I agree with that too.
We got a trailer for Disney's Mulan. It looks like a very serious movie.
I must have missed that one.
Yeah, no, I've got
Live
the
action?
Yep, it's gonna be live action, and it looks like I said. There doesn't look to be any room for Eddie Murphy as the dragon
Okay.
in this movie. It looks like it'd be very serious, which I'm sure plenty of Mulan fans from the '90s will not be super fun or super pumped about.
Well, to be honest, have you guys watched any of the live action remakes?
I haven't. I saw that the Lion King is finally on the
Is it
on Disney Plus.
Okay, so over the weekend, my fiance and I watched the Aladdin remake,
Okay,
and I wasn't impressed.
not feeling it.
Yeah, I was like, I felt like they relied too much on the original story, and then trying to add a couple other like original songs, and then Will Smith can't do Robin Williams as the genie.
Right.
So,
Did he
like,
try?
kind of, but like so Robin Williams will sing. You know, you never had a friend like me.
Yeah, yeah.
Woo! You know, but Will Smith is more like trying to like sing, like talk, sing, rap it. So,
Huh.
like all the words was just like Will Smith either do it or have somebody else do it.
Yeah.
Right.
It seems like you're not even trying. It seems like he was annoyed that he's got to like say all the words about never having a friend and
I'm sure he wasn't annoyed when he
So-
cashed that check.
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
not.
Well, I was gonna say even in the next animated movie, like it took Dan Castellaneta to be like, yeah, I guess, after following Robin Williams,
Right.
because that's who it was in the second movie.
because they had him do like an impersonation, right, of Robin Williams.
Yeah, basically, yeah,
being the genie.
Yeah.
and I think that like really pissed off Robin Williams and Disney as
could be.
they had issues. I think Disney had to buy like some fancy like painting, like trying to think of an old school like a Van Gogh. Like they had to buy him like an old painting and give it to him as like a
Hey, we're
Like
sorry.
a peace
Yeah.
offering.
like please don't be mad at it.
I didn't
Please, we
know
need
any
you
of
to-
that.
We need you for the genie.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure something like that went down. Like they had to have like a
Interesting.
peace offering. To
Yeah,
get him
never
to
knew
come
that.
back.
I knew it was Robin Williams in the first movie, and then I knew it was the voice of Homer Simpson in the second.
Juzam 666 in the chat says that Toy Story 4 drops on Disney Plus today.
Oh, you'll cry. You'll cry
Yeah.
if you watch that one.
Yeah, that's definitely I need to I
Used
need
to
to
play
watch
with
that.
toys and action figures. You
Oh
see
yeah,
Toy
no,
Story 4
the
and
other
you're gonna
ones got
cry.
me. The other ones like when
Yeah,
they-
I think I cried at most of them,
yeah.
but like 3 and 4 I think hit me the most because I feel like every year I'm going through a thing where I'm like, okay, I have to give up some more childish things. and be
Yeah.
more of an adult.
As you're approaching 40.
Yeah, as I'm approaching 40, it's like every year I have to give up some more childish things, and like those movies just drive it right in.
Yeah.
Grow up, baby. Grow up, you wuss. Quit. You got to be a man.
Nope.
You got to pay bills.
Yeah.
You're talking to the wrong guy about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want to make fart noises and play with my action figures in the bathtub.
And
Yeah.
you can. That's the fun part is you're an adult, so now you don't have to go to bed. You can stay up all night and do
Yeah.
it.
So James is trying to mature, much to the disbelief of anyone who follows you on TikTok.
Yes. Well, if you can even see any of my stuff on TikTok.
Yeah,
if you-
anything that stays
if you
up there,
pull it all
yeah.
down, I swear
That's
I show
fair.
a nipple
Yeah.
or I show a butt cheek, and
Be honest, I've
the Chinese
only
government has a heart
ever
attack.
seen the first Toy Story.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, only ever seen the first one. Yeah.
What about the other Pixar movies? You see like Finding Nemo or
Nope.
any of the other ones? Wall-E?
Nope.
Amy's never seen Wall-E, and that's might be my favorite.
There's
Pixar
a
movie.
few that I've seen, but I don't know. It just kind of it got out of my wheelhouse
Yeah, I've never
pretty
seen
quick
Wall-E.
after that.
Yeah, Alan
Yeah.
Alda's not in or Alan is not in any of them. So
Yeah. I did as a fan
Not
of.
even Monsters Inc.
I have seen Monsters Inc.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good one too.
But I will say, from the first Toy Story, as a fan of Home Improvement as well, I think I'm kind of in a minority on that. But as a fan of Home Improvement, I like that the
everything is working fine.
yeah, right. There's a the toolbox has Binford on it
Okay.
that traps I don't know, Woody or Buzz. I don't know.
I'm curious. Are you just gonna walk around the room and be in
He's
the background
slowly
of every one of
stalking.
the? Oh, are you now?
Slowly stalking.
What are we in for here?
You're on the wrong camera.
Is that mic 4?
Two.
Mic 2. There you go.
How long have you been in the studio now?
I don't use those two ever.
Oh, okay. No, I thought I'd come in here. You guys need a guest. I'd come in here and regale you with a quick story.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, we
excellent.
love a story.
Yeah.
Yes, please do.
We will say that the 4-cam setup is on that microphone
Well, it's
over
okay.
there.
I got him.
You got him? You got him? Okay.
got
See,
5
this
cams?
guy over here, he knows what he's doing.
Yes.
All right.
I don't.
Nah.
Yes.
Well, that's why we have you at the drop board.
That's right. Which is your normal seat.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah.
See, he brings the humor again. That's why he's at the drop board.
No, we had a talk. I was like, look, Robbie beats me up verbally all the time. Can you stick up for me or something, please?
Appreciate
there
that.
you
You're a
go.
good friend. You're a good friend.
Exactly.
So I wanted to tell you what is referred to as the action figure story. This is the greatest prank ever pulled off in the history of Checkpoint and everything that came before Checkpoint. It was back in the Limit Break Radio days.
Okay.
But this was the prank that I did that caused Joe to call me. He goes, "You are the Joker of like real life."
Okay.
All right, so Chris, he was one of the guys in the old Limit Break Radio.
Yeah.
He was kind of the guy that we beat up on. He started out as our quote unquote intern back in the day, and I was just
Right.
very inconfident, very humor, blah 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 blah. And so one day I had the idea. I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I had this friend in college who went into like 3D art design and stuff, right? So I sent him a message, and I'm like, hey, could you create a few different stills, like progress shots, like if you were gonna make like a 3D bust, a 3D print, and just create a few different progress shots of that for me. He's like, yeah, sure. So I sent him the character that Chris played in the game, Final Fantasy XIV, that we did for this, and he made them for him and stuff. So then I created a fake Google account, emailed the show, and was like, hey, big fan of the show. I'm an art student out here in California, and, Juxtaposition, that was Chris's character. He's my favorite one, and for our final project, we have to create an action figure, and, I wanted permission to do it for Chris's character.
So you were catfishing him
Oh,
essentially
I sure was.
with a fake account.
He was so excited that there's someone out there who is creating an action figure of his character. So over the next 7 months, every like 2-3 months, I'd send another email with a progress shot.
Yeah.
From an actual real program of someone making this. And then, when it came time for us to do our big show that we were doing, we were doing this big after party at Fan Fest out in Las Vegas. I had sent another email, and I'm like, it's done, and I want to send it out to you guys so you can like do an unboxing at your big show, right?
Okay.
So we flew out. We had our producer at the time was driving in from L.A., and I didn't want to bring what was actually the action figure on a plane.
Yeah.
So I had her go and buy it and bring it to us, and it was a 12-inch pink dildo.
Perfect.
And in this club, where we're live streaming and doing everything, I hand him the box, and he's tearing it open, and he's so happy and super drunk. He is so drunk. He doesn't drink often. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
But he has the lowest tolerance, right? So
Okay.
he's a happy drunk too. Thankfully for me,
Right.
for my safety. But he opens it up and he sees this. And had he not been drunk, the disappointment would have been palpable, and he may have physically harmed me. But there's a video out there somewhere. You can actually find the video on
Yeah.
YouTube if you look up probably something like Limit Break Radio action figure
how,
or something.
How drunk was he? He didn't fall on it, did he? At some point?
No, he didn't. The dildo was lost by the end of the night, though.
Yeah, exactly. He fell on it. Oh no!
Someone,
Lost.
yeah, it either ended up in a lost and found somewhere, or someone took it home and had a good time. But
You're a monster.
yeah, yeah.
Lost and
So
found.
just remember, that's the potential. That's the potential
is
that
that
lies
what,
within me.
is that what
so
we're looking forward to, the Nerd Radio action figure next year?
maybe
It'll just be a series of them.
one day.
Never know when you'll find a
One
dildo in
day.
Robbie.
Well, let me know if you need the Incredible Hulk's dong, because I do have that dildo in my collection.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
James has a pretty
Anyway,
extensive
I
collection.
just thought I'd come in here and make show entertaining for once. So you guys are doing a good job. Continue on with the hard work.
Thanks
See
so
you
much,
next time.
Robbie.
Thanks, Robbie. Robbie from Checkpoint XP.
God, I hate that guy.
Oh, and I'm at his seat. We'll see what I can muster up in here.
Yeah, why don't you break something over there? Jesus. We were talking, what was it, a couple weeks ago about having diarrhea in these chairs. Like, you have my permission. What else are we talking? The Super Bowl, SpongeBob movie. They're getting another SpongeBob movie in there.
I must have missed that one, too.
Yeah.
Go from dildos to SpongeBob.
Hey, Nerd Radio, don't ask.
Have you seen Patrick?
Well,
He looks a little bit. Yeah, the SpongeBob movie's coming out. Snoop Dogg's going to be in it.
Actually, Patrick does look like one of those tip vibes that
he
cam
does.
girls buy.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg's going to be in it. Keanu Reeves is his face is in like a burning bush.
Oh, man. I was never a big SpongeBob guy.
No?
So, yeah.
That's also not part of my.
Yeah. I
Oh,
mean,
well,
I was,
then moving on.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I was in on like Nicktoons and
Yeah.
stuff, but like I think once I came to terms with me not really should be watching Rugrats and Ren and Stimpy and stuff, I was like, here comes SpongeBob, and I kind of put it behind me.
Right. Well, the other thing that the thing that I thought was the biggest deal is that Marvel Studios gave us a little sneak peek of WandaVision, Captain America show, Winter Soldier, and Falcon and Loki, and nothing too big, and definitely not a like, hey, these are coming out on this day. Just a, hey, we're working on these.
They're on the way. Yeah.
They're on the way kind of thing. So there's a really cool scene where you can see Falcon throwing the shield and practicing. There's also a really interesting scenes going on between Wanda and the Vision.
Yeah. So do you know what the WandaVision is?
It's from the looks of it, it's going to be based on the story that led to her in the comic books having a mental breakdown because her powers are to be able to screw with probability and whatever like that. And Vision is dead in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so it sounds like she's going to bring him back to life using her powers. In the comics, she also she was unable to have children, so she used her powers to make it so that her and Vision had twins.
Oh.
And when everybody found out about it, and they were like, you can't just change reality to have it's not fair to the kids, it's not fair to reality. There's a really amazing scene of Doctor Strange going, you need to put them back, Wanda, which put the kids back.
Put the kids back, Wanda. Put the kids back.
That led to her about 15 years ago having a mental breakdown and doing the House of M event in the Marvel's comics books universe, which led to her saying no more mutants and eliminating 90% of the mutants.
Wow.
Taking away all their powers. So be interesting to see, and it's supposed to lead into the Doctor Strange movie because she's supposed to play a big part in that.
That's right, because some of this stuff is going to be like even intertwined across like Disney stuff, right? Like
the streaming shows,
yeah.
programs, and all that stuff. Yeah, it's all going to be tied into the movies.
Man,
I know you hate that so much. Let's take a break, and we got a whole bunch more to talk about, including
is Phase 2 going to be where Marvel loses me? Or whatever the next phase is.
Phase 4, Phase 5. There's a Nicolas Cage movie on the way. We talked about it a little bit. I've got a release date for you on that, and some Apple TV news, which I'm sure Al Beck will be very interested in. It's coming up on Nerd Radio.